This is Justin Roberts, and you are listening to the Bank on Action podcast.
All right, guys, we are back, and the Bank on Action is on full throttle right now. We're going into our top 5 hardcore wrestlers ever. And this is our opinion base right here. This is opinion base. We might not have the same. We might have the same.
And I think a lot of people out there will not have the same. By the way, we are coming at you from Drawn to Comics in Glendale, Arizona.
Yes.
As you can see, there's a lot of comic book memorabilia about the place. We're actually upstairs. And, there's an upstairs, there's a downstairs. They do...
Well, just thought that was real.
Yeah.
It's cardboard.
I'm sure Scarlett Johansson appreciates that.
I do. I appreciate her. I appreciate her a lot.
But thank you, Drawn to Comics, for
thank you so much.
letting us come in here.
This is actually a really good kick it spot right here, man. They got couches up here, TVs.
Yeah, this is a cool spot.
Get Jesse to give Mr. E an Indian burn.
Yeah.
No, anyways, so our top 5, and this week I love our top 5. I love the way, because Extreme Rules is coming up.
Yes.
It is solely based. We try to keep it around the same, as far as gimmicks as WWE's doing. We like to do that.
We like to have a theme to our show now. So the theme today, hardcore wrestlers.
Yeah. So what's your number 5?
My number 5, Abdullah the Butcher. The
Nice.
guy brings a fork to the ring with him. And
Hepatitis.
yes.
Mr. Hepatitis himself.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get more hardcore than
No,
Hep
you
C.
can't. Hep C is hard, man. That's hard. Man, my number 5, Crash Holly.
Nice.
Made my list. That was something that I was.
Hardcore matches.
Yeah, he had some hardcore matches. Very good. He's not like a hardcore legend, but he is definitely one of the best hardcore wrestlers out there, especially with that hardcore title 24/7 rule.
Yeah. How about your number 4?
Number 4, man. I thought a lot about this list, and there's so many guys. I could have put Abdullah. I could have put a lot of guys.
Yeah.
But I'm going with, and I hate to say this so early, but Tommy Dreamer.
Nice.
Tommy Dreamer is on my number 4, and just
That's,
look at his matches.
Funny that I have at number 4 Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer.
So, yeah, the innovator of violence.
Yes, so very much.
I've actually seen Tommy Dreamer live a couple times.
I've seen him once.
Yeah, when he comes to the ring, and he just gets that faraway look in his eye. You just know he's going to inflict pain, and he's going to take a lot of pain as well. So
the best thing Tommy Dreamer's ever did, and I wish I would have had this filmed or a picture of this. I was in Omaha, Nebraska, and I was sitting front row at the SmackDown ECW tapings, because that's when they taped them, both shows, and it was the new blood of ECW. Remember them?
Right,
Kevin Thorne,
yes.
Elijah Burke, all those guys, and then it was the ECW originals, and this was the go home show for ECW 2. I think I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was. I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, but it was a pay-per-view, and Tommy Dreamer, they had that they had the match, and I think it was Elijah Burke and Kevin Thorne versus Tommy Dreamer and RVD, I think.
Okay.
Or Sandman. It was Sandman.
Okay.
And everybody comes out and interrupts, and at the end of it, they clean house, do their thing, and all of a sudden, Tommy Dreamer is right there, and he's giving me the not plastic, but the aluminum sheet metal thing, and he's hit me in the head, so I smack him in the head with it. It was probably the best thing
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he had 4 or 5 fans around the ring do it, and it was just being the most hardcore fans that were there, because as soon as they all came out, I mean, the ECW shows live were great. On TV, they were toned down a lot. So.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But that's my memory of Tommy Dreamer. That's why he made my number 4.
That's super cool. So number 3 for me, Terry Funk. So yeah, I mean.
That's the man.
He didn't start out as so much of a hardcore wrestler, because the guy's been wrestling since 1965, but he became this hardcore legend and doing things in Japan and bringing C4 to the ring and blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
The guy was nuts. So that's my number 3.
My number 3 is Sabu.
Nice.
Chairs, and more chairs. That's all you. That's that guy's gimmick.
Homicidal, genocidal. Death-defying. Yep.
Yeah, that's my number 3 right there. Sabu was actually a part of that angle right there. The new blood and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay. How about your number 2?
My number 2 and number 1 were the toughest, man.
Same here.
And it sucks to say this.
This was a hard top 5.
It was. My number 2, Terry Funk, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide if he was going to go number 1 or number 2.
Yeah,
and
I understand.
the stuff that I watched in this match, and the matches that I watched that made it like more like, oh my gosh, why can't we do this? He was just there, and I had to put somebody at number 2 and just did him. What about you?
My number 2, I'm going with Mick Foley. I mean,
Nice.
I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for not putting him at number 1.
You are,
but
especially from me.
yeah, Mick Foley will be number 2 for me because I mean he does wrestle. He had a serious wrestling resume before,
He did.
so
He
it
did.
wasn't only hardcore for the guy.
I mean, the guy started up in hardcore. I mean, he was
started up-
ECW,
oh, yeah,
like an
he was
ECW. Yeah,
He was in all the Japan promotions that did a lot of the hardcore style.
Yeah.
So I assume he's your number 1.
that is my number 1.
Yes.
Edge. No, I'm just kidding. It is Mick Foley. It
Yeah,
is Mick
absolutely.
Foley. Mick Foley, in my opinion, greatest hardcore wrestler of all time. I mean, him and Terry Funk have tag teamed together, Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack. I mean, they done their thing together, but nobody. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer did it first, the cage.
Yeah.
But Mick Foley
he
did
fell
it
from way higher.
way higher and way better. I mean, I just cannot. It gives me the chills to watch him hit. That hit. I mean, what is it? 20 foot?
Yeah, I think it's 20 feet.
20
from
feet,
the, Hell
and
in a
then
Cell.
lands on a. Oh my god, dude! Like,
That was insane.
I was like scared when he hit when I first saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's dead,
Yeah.
dead.
And
But-
that was planned. The other stuff in that match was not.
Yeah, with him falling through the cage. Holy shit!
So, my number 1 is somebody that, when somebody says, hey, when you're thinking about like extreme matches, extreme rules, ECW, I mean, that's what we know here in America is ECW. And the face that I put on ECW is the Sandman.
Oh,
Whenever I think of, I mean,
he
the guy.
stole Stone Cold's gimmick, man. With the beer.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy would come out with a kendo stick in one hand, a beer in the other, and a cigarette dangling from his mouth, wearing Zubas and a tore-up T-shirt.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, Jesse's showing a picture of the Sandman right now. Oh no, he's showing Shane McMahon. I couldn't put Shane McMahon.
Hell no.
No, because
Hell no.
He was,
He was
He was
spot.
big
He was a
spots.
spot. He's a spot wrestler.
and he only wrestled what 2-3 times a year.
If that.
So, Sandman and Mick Foley do it every day. And it looks like Jihad Jim
Yeah.
has some Sandman. Grimes. Oh,
The scaffold
yeah.
match. Yeah.
That was insane. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to this. It's just opinion based, and yeah, my opinion. I mean, just when I think of hardcore, I think of the Sandman.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
that's who really got me
he was
into it.
very honorable mentioned on mine. Like,
Oh,
this is
absolutely.
the hardest thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And the Sandman. The reason why I didn't do him as much is because, man, I didn't like watching him wrestle. But like his hardcore matches were nasty and brutal. But
Yeah.
his wrestling was just like, dude, can't.
He did a Heineken Rana
Yeah, Heineken Rana.
and a White Russian leg sweep.
Jeez. All right, well, guys, we are going to take a quick break. We just here. Let's hear from somebody else from Abnormal.
Absolutely.